Hello students, welcome to Dr. Ashok Madik lectures. Today I'll be teaching you our final account sums to be solved using accounting software Tally. Okay. In this sum, I'll be showing you how to create company, how to create ledger accounts, how to pass entries at the commencement of the year. And that is the owner is introducing assets and liabilities in the company. Uh, this sum will also cover adjustments like closing stock. I'll teach you in that integrated or non-integrated. That is how to enter closing stock manually. Then depreciation entry, outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, then uninsured stock lost by theft or lost by fire. Okay. Uh, Apart from this, there will be entries wherein customers are given discount. We get discount from our creditors. Then withdrawal from bank for office use, and many more. You can see a question is there on the left hand side. On the right hand side, again, screen is split into Tally package, and I have opened Excel sheet also, so that we can do calculation for discounts and all. Okay, so let us begin. I'll read the sum first. Use Tally to prepare books of accounts of Vishal and Company. So first of all, we have to create a company, new company, Vishal and Company. So for that, Alt F1, I'll press Alt F1. So it says third option is create company. I'll create new company, Vishal and Company. Vishal and Company, India, Maharashtra. Other details remain same. I'll give date 1st April 24. Doesn't matter because year end will be 31st March 25, which is not yet occurred. So let it be, no problem. We'll see what to do. The rest everything remains the same. So we have created Vishal and Company. Okay, on left hand side you can see in Tally, Vishal and Company is open now. Okay, so this is done. First information says introduced following assets and liabilities into the business. It doesn't say it's opening balance, so it says introduce. So we have to pass entry for this. You know how to pass the entry. All the assets which are brought into the business will be debited. Two, whatever liabilities are being carried forward, that is, we can see here Rohan, loan taken. Okay, these two are external liabilities, and capital. Okay, if you could add up all the debits and credit, they should match. 12,000 plus 2 lakhs, 2 lakh 12 plus 175 and 30. Okay, let me do it on Excel sheet here. 12,000, so 2 lakh 12,000 plus 1 lakh 75,000 plus 30,000. Total is 4 lakh 17, and on credit side 4 lakh 12,000 and 5,000 to 417. Yeah, so it is tallied, so we can pass journal entry. In the assets, that is debit balances, you can see one balance is that is bank balance. So whenever in any journal entry, if cash or bank is there, it will not treat it as journal entry. Okay, so this portion bank balance you have to show a separate entry, like bank balance to capital. Understood, na? Because cash and bank entries can be passed only through receipts and payments and not through journal. Clear? So for remaining items, I'll first I have to make all the ledger accounts. So I'll go to accounts info. Okay, accounts info. Then create ledgers, single ledgers. So we need to create all the accounts. Stock of goods. Under current assets. Inventory is affected, yes, definitely. And save. There is no opening balance. It is mentioned that these assets are introduced in the business. So these are not opening balances. Okay, so stock account are created, then plant and machinery. It will come under fixed asset. Inventories are not affected. I'll directly press Control A. Then bank balance. Bank balance. I am just creating accounts now, right now. Okay. So bank account. They are asking about opening balance, account holders name, etc. So nothing to be altered. So Control A directly. So it will save the account. Furniture. Furniture will come under fixed assets. And inventories are not affected. Control A. It will save the account. Then on credit side, they are saying Rohan. I'll create one Rohan account. As they say, it's having credit balance, so it must be sundry creditors. Okay. Rest Control A as it is. Don't make any changes. Loan taken. Loan taken. Let us see if we have loans. Yeah, loans liabilities. Since credit balance is there, inventories are affected. No. Rest Control A. Okay, then capital account. Capital account. Under capital. Inventory is not affected, so Control A. So we have opened all the ledger accounts which were given as introduced at the beginning of the year. Okay. Okay, so let us pass entries. Okay. We go to Gateway of Tally and go to vouchers. Okay. Now here we have option of F7 and F6. One receipt is there. Bank balance will be shown as a receipt because bank and cash transactions are to be shown under receipts or payments only. They can't be recorded under journal. Okay, clear? So I'll first record the bank balance. So F6, it's a receipt. The amount is credited to bank account and it is towards the capital. Amount is 1,75,000. Okay, that's it done. You can write the narration, details, everything. Okay, I'm just pressing Control A to save the transaction. So we have already recorded bank balance. We can go to balance sheet and check whether it is reflecting or no. Yes, capital is 175 and bank balance under current asset 175. Got it? Now again, I'll go to vouchers. Okay. Now I'll pass entries for the remaining item. F7 is the shortcut key for journal entries. So whatever assets are brought in will be debited, like stock account. Okay. Stock of goods. I have to create goods account also. I'll press Alt C to create goods account. Goods account. Okay. We will keep it in primary only. Rest everything as it is. Yes. Okay. No opening closing balance. Just a minute. Let me put the value against stock goods. Okay, I have to enter here only. Amount of goods is 12,000. It is done. End of this. By mistake, I was pressing there only. Okay, so stock of goods account debit 12,000. Other assets, plant and machinery. Plant and machinery is worth 2 lakhs. Then bank balance done. Furniture. Buy. Furniture is also asset and its value is 30,000. Okay, so 3 debits are done: stock, plant and machinery, and furniture. We have already passed entry for bank balance. Okay, now to Rohan will be the first party. Rohan account, how much? 5,000. And to loan taken. How much is the loan amount? 12,000 and rest amount will be towards capital. Okay, 2,25,000. Okay. See, this 225 plus that 175 towards bank. Usually pass a separate entry. They add up to 4 lakh rupees. Okay. Now we'll go there in balance sheet and check whether this is reflected or no. I'll press Alt F1. Okay. Furniture 32 lakhs, stock 12, then bank balance. Okay. Now we'll move forward. Adjustments are given, that is transition during the year. As we are learning this on education mode, we don't have option of changing date. Okay. So everything will be recorded on the same day, that is 1st April itself. Okay. You just have to learn which accounts, what procedure to follow and write accordingly. Okay, I'll show you the way in which you have to present the answer in your answer booklet. Okay, so now adjustment, that is transaction during the year. Withdrew from bank 20,000 for office use. This is a contra entry, right? So we go to vouchers and for contract entry, press F4. Okay, so contra entry will be we are withdrawing money from bank. So cash account debit. Okay, to bank account. How much is the amount? 20,000. Control A, again Control A. It will save the transaction. Okay. When you are withdrawing money for office use, only this much entry is required. Okay. If you had withdrawn for personal purpose, it would have been drawings to bank. Okay. So for that, we would have pressed F5 payment. Okay. It will come in this sum. Next, Rohan supplied goods to Vishal. See, our company is Vishal. So Rohan is our supplier. So his supply means we are buying. Okay, so this is purchase transaction. Market price is 20,000 at 10% trade discount. So the value is 10,000. Okay. So he's reducing 20%, that is 2,000. So for us, price is only 8,000. Clear? In case of trade discount, we do not record trade discount in the books of accounts. Now this is purchase for us. So F9 entry. Clear? Supplier invoice number, whatever, if given in the sum, party is Rohan. Okay, Rohan account. Other things, I'll press Control A. Purchase. I haven't opened purchase account, so I can use shortcut key Alt C to create purchase account. Under purchase, inventory is affected, definitely yes. Rest everything is same, Control A. Okay. So goods, what we are buying is goods. Okay. The amount of transaction will be 8,000. Is this clear? If trade discount is mentioned, just remove it. Don't record that. Okay, that's it. Done. Then press Control A. Okay, done. This one is done. Next, and just make it bold. Whichever we are done, make them bold so that we don't get confused. Okay, next one. Withdraw from bank for personal use, that is drawings, 4,000. Insurance for machinery, 2,000. Both by check. Okay, so drawings and insurance, two separate things are there. Both are done through bank. Okay, so I have to go to payments, F5. See, I have been using 3 apps together. So I have to every time click on that respective app. So F5 payments, I'm paying through bank balance. towards first Alt C I have to press and create the account. Drawings account I have to create. Drawings account. Okay, under capital it will come. Inventory is not affected. Control A. So what is the drawings amount? 4,000. Then one more, insurance. So Alt C again. Insurance. It will come under indirect expenses. Here, inventories are not affected. What is the value? 2,000. Okay, both are paid through bank. So bank I have taken at the beginning only. And just press Control A, again Control A, it will save the transaction. Okay, we can go and check in P&L whether these transactions are reflected there. Okay, clear? Hmm. You can see insurance in under indirect expenses, purchases 8,000, and we had at the beginning stock introduced for 12,000. So total stock we have now is 20,000. Understood now? Okay. Okay, so let's move ahead. Next entry, let me make this bold. This is done. Goods purchased from Rohan. Okay, from the above transaction, whatever we had bought, we have sold to Mohan at a market price. Look here, when we purchased from Rohan, okay, this was cost to us. Okay, this was cost 8,000. This was discount, and this was market value. Okay, now we are selling it to whom? See, while purchasing, we paid this price. I'll make it bold. Okay, now while selling, we have to make a sale to whom? To Mohan. Okay, I'll be selling it to Mohan, so I have to open this account, Mohan account. I'm selling it at market price, so I'll be selling at 10,000 and not 8,000. Okay, so I'll go to Tally now. To click on Tally, go to vouchers. Sale is F8. Sales. Okay, serial number you can put. Now party name, it's a new party, Mohan, so I'll press Alt C and Mohan account will be created. Will be our sundry debtor. All customers are debtors. Control A, again Control A. Sales, I doubt I have created sales account, so again I have to create sales account under sales. Okay, everything rest remains the same. Type of item, goods only. For what amount I'm selling? 10,000, so I'll put 10,000 here. That's it. Okay, Control A. If you go to P&L to check this entry, let us see whether it reflects. Alt F1 will show us details. Sale 10,000, stock remaining 10,000. Okay, purchase is 8,000. At the beginning, we had got stock of 12,000. Let me check what is the head given for stock of goods. Okay, if we change to stock, okay, account. Okay, I'll show you that later on how to change those. Now we are done with this one. Okay, There's one more part in this transaction, that we paid freight on his behalf of 200. So again, go to vouchers. Go to vouchers. Now payment entry will be made. Okay. F5, to whom we are paying? To Mohan. Okay, so I'll add Mohan account. It is paid through cash or bank? In cash. So cash, Mohan account, amount is 200. See, although we are paying expense, we can't write expense account because it is not our expense. It is said we are paying on his behalf. So we'll treat it as paid for him. Okay. Okay, this was just a reference. Get on account. Control A. Okay, so done. We go to display, accounts, ledger, and Mohan. Okay, so Mohan, 10,000 is sales amount which we have to collect, and 200 paid on his behalf which we have to collect. So total amount collected from Mohan is 10,200. Okay. Next is, let me make this bold. Done with this one. Next, issue a check of 6,000 to Rohan and earn a discount of 500. Okay. See here, from Rohan we had bought goods worth rupees 8,000. Okay. So now we are paying him 6,000. Okay. And he's giving us discount of 500. So how much is the balance left? 8,000 minus 6,000 minus 500. So still 1,500 balance is left. We have to pass entries for this 6,000 and 500. That will do now. We'll go to vouchers. We are paying to Rohan from bank account. Party name Rohan. How much we are paying? 6,000. Okay. Control A. Don't do anything else. Control A and Control E. Okay. Now we have to enter that discount via journal. Okay. So I'll pass entries through journal. I have to create account. Discount received. It is indirect income. Control A. So it will come in credit. Rohan is giving us. So Rohan account debit. How much is the discount? 500. And discount is our income. So will be credited to discount received 500. Okay. Control A. Now we can go to display on the gateway of query. Press D for display. Then accounts. Okay. Ledger account and Rohan's account. Okay, we can see here. Okay. Purchase 8,000. Out of that, payment are made. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay. That stock is shown through the Rohan's account. No problem. I'll make it a change. So this one is done. I'll make it bold. We'll go to next one. Purchase goods from Mr. Meman 24,000, 1/3 against check, 1/3 against cash, and balance on credit. Okay, so we have to separately record 1/3 of 24,000, once against cash, once against check, and one credit purchase. Okay, so 3 times you have to pass entries. See, in your syllabus we have to show this under Tally ERP. Now latest version have a very simple way of recording these transactions. For time being, just stick to ERP 9 because in book also ERP 9 is only shown. Okay, so let us record the transaction. Vouchers, purchase or payment F5, web payer, paying through bank for 1/3 of the purchases, 8,000, Control A. Now buying through cash, again 1/3, purchase, $8,000, Control A, and remaining 7,000 through journal. Okay, so purchase account debit, $8,000 to Rohan account. Wait, name Mehman, Mr. Mehman, a new account I have to open. Mehman account. He is a creditor. We are buying goods. So sundry creditor. Control A, 8,000. Okay. Control A, again Control A. Clear, students? Next. So this 24,000 got recorded using 3 entries. Okay. Cash, check, and balance on credit. Okay. Next, 8th transaction. Let me make this bold first. Invoice goods to Miss Meena, 12,000. Invoice means sold. Okay, so sales entry we have to pass. Was sale, effort, party, new parties account I have to make. Meena, under data, sundry data. Control A, Control A, sales account, goods, amount is 12,000. Okay, we have recorded this sales. Then cash sales to Mr. Sanjeev, 20,000 at 2% cash discount. Okay, if amount is paid on the spot, we can directly write the amount. Since it's a cash sales, we need not this Sanjeev's account anymore. So sales, cash sales, we have to enter through receipt only. F6, receipt, under cash, sales. We have sold it for 20,000 less 2% discount. 2% will be 400. So 19,600. Okay. Then Control A, Control A. Done. This one also done. See, party had, we had sold goods to party on credit. And just to recover the amount, we had given some cash discount. Okay, then it makes sense to record that discount. Here it is not required only. That 2% recording is not required. Understood? No? This is a cash sales. Next, Mohan settled his account at a discount of 150. So first we have to check Mohan's account. So go to display, accounts, ledger, Mohan. From Mohan, 10,200 amount is receivable and he has reduced 150. We have to, so he has to pay us 10,050 rupees. Understood? 10,000 towards purchases, and out of that 200 which we paid for a carriage, he is paying only 50 rupees. Likewise, okay. So it doesn't matter. We pass the entry for receipt. So at beauty of tally, vouchers, receipt, who is paying us? Mohan. No, yeah, amount is received through cash. Mohan account, 10,050. See, I'll show you one thing. See, when you go here, when these four options are there, when the amount is exactly matching, like 10,000 bill was there and 10,000 you received, then you can choose this against reference, okay, or advance. But when amount is paid which is not matching, always use on account, okay. You can adjust the amount against odd amount. Then create discount account, discount allowed, indirect expenses, control A, 150 amount. I pass separate entry because here it is not getting accounted. I pass journal entry for that discount entry. See, if we go to ledger account now, display accounts, ledger, and Mohan's account. See, at the end you see 150 rupees as balance, right? This is to be written off. We have given discount. For that, we need to pass the entry. Okay. So if you want to do it here itself in ledger, just press Alt I. It allows to insert the transaction wherever you are in Tally package. Okay. By pressing Alt I, you can insert any transaction. Okay. So I'll pass a journal entry for recording that discount. Understood? So this is discount allowed to him. So discount allowed debit 150 to Mohan's account. See, now he became 0, 150. Okay, on account, control A. Okay, again control A to save the transaction. Now there is no closing balance. You can see here at the bottom in Tally package. Okay, both the sides are matching. Clear? So even this one is done. Next, expenses for the year paid in cash, conveyance, stationery, salary, wages. Interest of 500 was paid by check. Okay, so we need to make these accounts. So we have to make payments. So we have to go to vouchers. Vouchers, payments F5. Okay, we are paying through cash. One by one, we'll create all the accounts. Control C, conveyance, indirect expense, Control A, conveyance is 700. Then again Alt C, stationery, indirect expense, Control A, amount is 800. Then next is salary. Let's see how to express salaries. Again, indirect expense. So control A, 3000. Wages. Again, I'll see wages. These are direct expense. Remember this. Okay, wages are direct expense. Whatever you put in trading are direct. What is the amount? 2000. That's it. Okay. For bank, we have to pass a separate entry. Control A. Now, next payment of interest is paid through bank, that is check. So here I'll use bank. Okay, again I have to create account, interest paid account, indirect expense, control A, amount of interest paid is 500, control A. Okay, so we'll go to P&L now. We see how things are displayed. You can see here. Okay, purchase, wages, stock is negative. We'll see. We'll deal with that stock. Indirect income on credit side, all other expenses on the debit side. Okay. Next one. Okay. Control B. Next, pass opening and adjustment entries in the journal proper for the following adjustment. Closing stock is to be valued at cost rupees 20,000. Okay. First, I'll make that change. If we had made a first entry for introduction of goods. Okay. So we'll go back to that entry first. I'll make some changes. So if we go to display, account book, ledger, capital, bank balance. Okay, bank balance we had separately entered here. Okay, see, the very first item is stock. Stock of goods. Instead of I'll use this was okay. Here I had to use end of list. Yeah. Okay, that change was required since it was showing differently in the P&L. Okay. Now we have sold goods more than the cost of the goods. Therefore, it is showing on the opposite side. Okay. We'll enter it manually. I'll show you how to enter the transaction. Okay. Now closing stock. This I have to show you. This is very important. Okay. Now on the right hand side on the menu, you can see F11 is there. Against that, features are being shown. Okay. If I click here, okay, and if I just a minute, see, the second question is integrate accounts and inventory. If I say no, then it will not count the stock for me. Then I have to manually enter the value of stock. Okay. If I keep it yes, then it will show the stock inventory value on its own. Okay. Since our sale is lesser than the purchases. Okay. It may show the stock on opposite side. But if you want to do it manually, okay, you have to enter no here. If control A. Now if you go there, see here, it won't show stock now. Okay. Now we can enter the stock entry manually. Okay. So we'll go to inventory info, go to ledgers and go to alter. Okay. Then we'll go to stock account or rather stock of goods account. stock entry. Just a minute. I have only the stock, right? Yeah, stock. They already created stock. Option is not showing. Let's see the other way. We have to first create a ledger, closing stock. Under stock in hand. Okay, opening balance is 0. Control A. I have to now go to alter closing stock. Now here I'll get option to enter the closing stock. Okay. Now since this is educational mode, I may not be allowed to change the date. Okay, whatever I have to enter, I have to do it on 1st April. Okay, but for that already date is given. So here I'll just try whether it happens or not, that we'll see. On 31st March 2025, stock given in adjustment is 20,000. We'll see. We'll see if this works. Okay. In education mode, it may not work because we need to alter the date. We put last date, but normally in education mode, last date transactions are not recorded. Okay. So now we'll go to P&L. No, it is not reflecting as I told you. Okay. Doesn't matter. Now I'll again go to F11 features. F11 accounting info, integrate inventory. Yes, I'll make it yes, and control A. So now it will show the stock P&L. See, it is showing stock, but it is on the opposite side. We'll investigate why it's showing 14,000. Now Rohan's, we had bought goods from Rohan. That was third transaction. Okay, the first entry is not being shown. Stock of goods of 12,000, that is not being reflected. Okay, so I have to again pass a separate entry. At the beginning, we had passed one entry, but it is not taking it here. So again, as we did for bank, I have to do separate entry for that stock. Okay, so I'll do that, and I'll first remove that entry wherein it is not getting reflected. So I'll go to accounts, ledger, stock. This one is not showing there. Stock of goods. So I'll remove it from here. I'll press Alt D. I'll delete this entry and I'll again pass this entry. But now I'll not include my stock here. Okay. So Alt I can insert a transaction, journal, plant and machinery account debit, 2 lakhs. Furniture account debit. $30,000. Bank we have already shown separately, and stock we are going to show it separately. 2. So I'll take capital. Now the balance is 230. Yes, 230. We have to take care of that loan and Rohan account, 17,000. I'll just show you here. 230 is the total assets we have accounted for. From that, we have to remove 17,000 in all. Two lakh 13. So in capital, we'll put only 2,13,000. Two lakh 13,000. Then to Rohan's account, credit balance was 5,000 and loan taken. Oh, again control I. Plant and machinery, 2 lakhs. Furniture, so cost to buy. Furniture account, 30,000. To capital, 2,13,000. Rohan account, 5,000. To loan taken account, 12,000. Okay. Okay. So now the first entry we have bifurcated into three parts: stock separately, bank separately, and interest items separately. Okay. So now we have to record for that stock. Okay. So again, control I. So stock, account debits, goods account, 12,000. So capital account, 12,000. Okay. Control it. Now we will see if everything is recorded properly. Display accounts, ledger, or other we go to balance sheet or P&L. Okay, so now go to stock. So that 8,000 and this 12,000 recorded, and sales is 10 and 12. Okay. So 20,000 total purchases are there, and 22,000 is the sale. Okay. So sale value has to be more because manually closing stock they are not allowing us to put. Therefore, this difference is there. Okay. So had we been allowed, it would have been on the credit side. How much? 20,000. Clear? Press Alt F1, which can see the details. So I hope you have understood how to record that closing stock manually. Okay. I'll show it again. Press Alt F1. Okay. Here, first question they asked, maintain accounts only. No, we want stock also. Therefore, I have put no. Second, integrate accounts. Okay. If you want to put the closing stock value manually, then put no here. They will not show you the stock on its own. Then we have to, I'll show you again. I'll press no here that we are going to put it manually. So I have pressed no. Then we have to go to accounts, info, create a ledger. Okay. And then go to alter, go to the stock account. That will give you option of entering the opening as well as closing stock. Here you have to enter the closing stock. Okay. But this is educational mode, so this is not getting reflected. Okay. If you have a bought version, purchased one, then this will reflect. Okay. So had this been there, shown by the P&L, then P&L would have been having closing stock on the credit, 20,000. Okay. Now I'll again go to F11. I'll make the change. Yes, get the stock on your own. Okay. So first no, and second no if you want to enter the transactions of closing stock on your own. Clear? Yeah. This is generated by this minus 2000. Sale is more. Computer cannot think on its own. So it is simply to show the stock, it is doing purchase minus sales. Since sales is heavier than purchase, it is showing stock as minus. Okay. It does not account for profit. Okay. Nonetheless, you must have understood how to record closing stock manually. Okay. The option would be no, no. Then go to gateway of tally, accounts info, go to create ledger, create a stock account. Okay, save it, then go to alter. When you go to alter, in that stock, it will give you option of entering the values. Okay, here you have to enter the values, like I have done 20,000. Is this clear? Okay. So this way you can put the value manually. In this educational mode, I can't change the dates, so that date is not being recorded. Okay. So second entry is a depreciation. So again, I'll go to vouchers. Depreciation doesn't have cash balance, so I have to record through journal. So depreciation to assets. Okay. So first I have to create depreciation account. Underwriting that expenses. Control A. Depreciation how much? Plant and machinery 10%. So 20,000. Furniture 15%. 15%. You can calculate off how much? Furniture 30,000. 30,000 into 0.15. 4,500. So total depreciation 24,500. 24,500 is a total depreciation 2. On which asset? First plant and machinery, it was 20,000, and furniture 4,500. Clear? So this is entry for depreciation. Okay, so we are done with these two also. Next is outstanding salary 1,000 is to be provided. Okay, so again I have to pass journal entry. Outstanding salary, first of all, it's an expense, so salary account will be debited. Okay, how much is the amount? 1,000 to outstanding salary. So I have to create that account. Outstanding salaries account. It's a current liability, so put under current liabilities. Okay, control A, 1,000, then again control A. So that is recorded. Then prepaid insurance 500 to be adjusted. So prepaid insurance is having debit balance, right? Insurance is debit balance because it's expense. And since it is prepaid, we have to reduce the insurance amount. Okay. So I have to create new account, prepaid insurance. See, entry for prepaid insurance is prepaid insurance to insurance. Okay. Opposite to outstanding. In outstanding salary to outstanding salary. Outstanding word was at two's place. Okay. But in prepaid, it will be at by's place. So prepaid insurance. It's a current asset. Inventory affected, no. Control A. Prepaid insurance is how much? 500. And this will reduce to insurance. 500. Clear? Next. Tally stopped. Let me check what happened. These educational versions, we can't rely on that for many things. Vishal and Company. So last one is uninsured goods costing 2000 were lost by theft. So again, we have to go to accounting vouchers and pass the entry for F7. I'll press. Okay. Debit will be loss by theft account debit. Okay. So Alt C, loss by theft account debit. Okay. It's a direct expense. Indirect rather. Will be debiting crediting purchase. So that will cover trading account items. Here indirect expense. Control A. Right. Amount is how much? 500. And we are charging this to purchase account. We'll charge this to purchase account because goods are lost out of purchases. Here we have to mention the goods. Remember this. 500. Goods are being lost. Worth rupees 500. It must be 2, not by. Done. Okay. For goods lost by any cause, that loss account debit to purchase account because we have to remove those goods from purchases. Okay. Now Control A. So we are done with all the entries. Wait. I have to change this transaction. Amount may be wrong. I have to go to again display, accounts, ledgers, prepaid insurance. Amount is 2000, not 500. Purchase. Last one. This amount is 2000, not 500. Done. Okay. See in this goods account, we can see in purchase account, Rohan's purchases, then 24,000 bifurcated into 3 purchases. 1/3 is shown, and 2000 goods lost are indicated. Clear? So net goods used are 30,000 only. This will go to purchase. We'll go to P&L. Alt F1. This will indicate everything. Okay. Only closing stock is being reflected on the debit side. This is because we are unable to put it manually since it's a educational mode or not a bought software. Therefore, that problem is there. Otherwise, would have entered closing stock on the credit side rupees 20,000. Clear? So the scene could have been different, little different. Now I'll show you balance sheet. Again, Alt F1. You can see this balance sheet. Okay. Now, how to present this information in your paper? So I have done it here. Okay. Whatever we did, we have to write it down manually in your paper. Like step 1, create company. open Tally. Okay, go to create company. Likewise, open ledger accounts. Open all the ledger accounts. You can do it in a first go itself at once only. You can go through all the transactions and create all the ledger accounts at the beginning only. So that you just have to now write the entries. Okay, withdrawn from bank, cash account, debit to bank account, then goods supplied to Rohan, by Rohan rather. Okay, so this way you can write your answers. Okay, every place you show how you passed that entry. Okay, then to display reports. Okay, what we have to do on the gateway of Tally itself, we can press P or go to reports. Under that, B for balance sheet display and P for PNL. Okay, here it is shown. See, this PNL account is shown. Okay, above this you can write what is the key which we have used to display PNL on. Okay, and balance sheet. So this you have to present your answer in black and white. Okay, you have to literally write every step. That's it for the today, students. You can do this as an assignment. Since this is a very old version, ERP 9, many other ways are there now to record entries at one go. But since we are using old version, which doesn't even allow us to change the date, some problems were faced. Nonetheless, in paper, do write the procedure we followed while solving the sum. Okay, students. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you. Take care.